Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Samuel. Welcome back to A Sky Full of Stars. We're currently hanging out with Hikari, apparently, and she's calling out to Nori. Wasn't Nori the girl from the she was from another school for sure. And I'm pretty certain she wasn't she from God, I forgot the school name. It's not the old girls school. We don't have a representative for that. It's the one with the white uniform. Was that it? It is! Yeah, it's the girl with the, this kind of white uniform. Wait, didn't know each other? And she called her, upperclassmen, so... Oh, oh... Wait, what ended up happening with Hikari then? It was made to seem like something horrible happened to Hikari back in the day. It made it seem like as if she died, but she's still alive. Then what is it gonna happen that was so traumatic that forced, you know, the main protagonist not to look at the stars anymore? Huh.
そのつもりだったんですけどね。やっぱり気になっちゃって。どなたですの？うちの新入部員です。どうもー。尼高天文部に新しく入りました。ほうき星ひかりです。よろしくお願いします。
And she's also part of the astronomy club over at Ama High.
新入部員？
Huh.
おお。そうなんです。むつら星の会の噂を聞いて入部してきてくれたんです。早くもむつら星効果が現れていたんですわね。ああ、今夜はなんて素晴らしい夜なのかしら。
Pretty sure the actual name of the six-star club is not causing people to join. It's just I'm pretty sure he could just can join on a whim.
ようこそおいでくださいました。ほうき星さん、歓迎いたしますわ。光でいいですよ。ほうき星って長くてまどろっこしいでしょ。光さん、この場所を教えてくれたのも彼女なんです。この辺りに昔住んでたとかで。まあそうでしたの。それでこんな素敵な場所をご存知だったのね。ところで空見くんがさっきから抜け殻のように無表情を決めてますが。
Well, there might be some sort of a backstory between them, or possibly not. We still don't know exactly 100% what happened. I'd arrived right behind Hikari, and had been silently watching the exchange with a dead expression.
どうかなさったの？まるで幽霊でも見たような顔をして。
Yeah, well, it's pretty close to how I feel.
ひどくない？私幽霊じゃないし、生きてるよ。ほらほら。
She lifted her leg in an attempt to show liveliness. Aside from the old-fashioned pose, her skirt has flipped up and created quite an inappropriate view.
ほうき星さん、空見くんのことを知ってるの？ええ、幼馴染なんです。でもって、私たち三日月天文クラブのメンバーでしたから。ね、アキト。アキト？
Are you really Hikari? Wait, what did happen? Because it seemed like, at least from her appearing of this, it seems like she just moved schools. What happened that was so traumatic that Akito is just like, oh my god, I feel like I seen a ghost. Are you really Hikari?
どこからどう見ても私でしょうに。
Hikari said while striking some strange, sexy pose. Looks good? I don't know. Completely changed. She looked nothing like she had when we were younger. She was quite a petite girl back then. Was running around in jeans. People that didn't know about her, didn't already know her, would even mistake her for a boy. Yeah, sorry. But now, no matter how you looked at her, she became a total lady. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was like seeing glimpses of the old Hikari in her face and voice.
まあね、私も大人になったからね。
I couldn't believe it. Actually, I couldn't believe any of this.
今日は私が至らぬせいで皆様に迷惑をかけてしまい、自分の不甲斐なさに呆れていました。けれど空見くんに助けていただき、そしてこうして新しい仲間と出会うこともできたわ。はあ、なんて素晴らしい日なのかしら。はい、会長。すごく楽しかったです。
Also notice when she closed her eyes get a little bit, at least right now they got a little wavy. I'm not sure if that's how they normally are, but I think it's because she's happy? Hikari watched as the oldest students talk excitedly with a big grin on her face. They glanced over to me.
というわけだから、またよろしくね、アキト。
So that's how they met, huh? Working with you again. I think back to that day. When I passed by her while walking with Kotaru, she must have walked back from that place. If I had really thought about it, at the time, Hikari wasn't actually trying to crash the viewing party. I'm just mad at myself for letting Hikari see me lose control. And I get in a 6-star club back together so I can get back to stargazing, okay? And definitely not for Hikari.
じゃあどうしてなの?
So I want to end this on a good note. Sai cocked her head to the side with a rather confused expression. If I leave now, there'll be only 2 schools left in the 6-star club. To be honest, it'd be hard to continue in that state. That's why, if possible, I'd like to get a group back on its feet before I quit. But to do that, it seems I need something else other than the Seis and Girls Astronomy Club. I really want to use them to bring back Nishi Hai and Loremisawa.
抜けようと思ってるくせに、すごく熱心だね。
At least the guy stays committed. There's so many people that I know personally that, you know, they try to go for something and then as soon as there's even a slight cause for leeway, they're just like out. Just outie. No commitment whatsoever. Oh, yes. This guy's really like looking at the stars. I really did like the innocent way that Orihime gazed up at the starry sky. Plus, the genuine atmosphere they create really felt familiar and radiant. Thought it'd be nice if I could lend a hand in some way. If there's some way I can help protect the radiant place, then I'll do anything. Then, once all over, quit an astronomy club. Sai's multicolored eyes widened in surprise.
天文部を辞めちゃうの?
Yeah, it's my responsibility, right? The 6-star club could become a place that drew in newer students with their own charm. That'd be best. It'll be easier for me to slip out. Besides, I can't live my entire school in a room in a school.
住むところ
Did I just say it right? Can't live my entire life in a room with a school. Jesus, what's wrong with me?
どうするの? 家に帰るの?
I'm not going back home. Hopefully by then I'll have found a boarding house. If I haven't, I guess I could just try living in a tent for a while. I laughed wholeheartedly. What's going on with the with home? Is there something going on at home with Gramps? This time I make a clean break from the astronomy club. Right, Take? Aren't you the one telling me to forget about the astronomy club? Takeshi's face pleaded with me not to bring that up in front of Saya. This was payback for the time that I made the same faces at Takechi. Takeshi? It's the same thing to me. The hell does that mean? Saya looked at me with a scowl she would usually never show, just stared silently.
なんで? 辞めることないじゃん、天文部。光も戻ってきてくれたんでしょ? だったら一緒にやればいいじゃない。昔みたいに。
No way. Who the hell would watch stars with Hikari? I mean, what about you, Saya? You don't look at stars or anything anymore, right?
私のことはいいの?
What she was getting upset for? It's a little cute though. Pouty. When she gets pouty, it's kind of cute. Saya's cheeks got all puffed up. It was cute, but she was also really mad. But I just ignored her with a blank expression. And that's when a customer came in. Welcome.
もう知らないんだから。
It's not like you care. Saya pulled the automatic door back open before they could close and stormed out of the store. So stubborn. Completely ignored Takeichi's words of faked astonishment. Man. They're making their own lives difficult. You know that? They're making their own lives difficult. At the same time, they wouldn't be interesting characters if they weren't stubborn with flaws. Not to make characters interesting. Flaws and how they develop from them and grow from them. That's really it. But it's nice. It's nice. Although I don't think you should be quitting the astronomy club just for the sake of Hikari being there. I mean, her coming back might not be a bad idea. It might not be a bad thing. Yeah, sure. Some of the memories between him and her may be a little bit tender. And there's probably definitely something happened that made him very, very surprised. Sorry. Very surprised. I'm trying to think of words to say. Very surprised that Hikari is back. But I wonder what exactly happened that was so traumatic that made Akito kind of like freak when he saw her, you know? was great working with you all today. After my part-time job, I pushed my bike down a mostly deserted and dark street. And I'm pretty certain this line here, it kind of feels a little bit off whenever he said it like that. It's great working with you today. I'm pretty sure that's just the phrase that you say whenever you're done with work or whatever. You just say, "Otsukare-sama deshita," I think. I think it's a more like polite thing as a way to say like thank you for your work or whatever. It's like a Japanese thing as far as I know. Must be some other way. Something to get Nishi high and Morisawa back. For example, if you were to get the Seisen girls to come back, it would still be quite different from the 6-star club that Orihime wants. But even so, if everyone enjoyed stargazing in a more relaxed atmosphere, it would be easy to bring in younger students. But Orihime was already a third year. She'll be graduating this spring. After she's gone, just be Hanuka. She'll be able to continue bringing in students alone. Hanuka's always been more of an assistant. Noriko is just a beginner. Hikari is way too fickle. Why do I care so much about the group when I'm the one that's trying to leave anyway? Even though it was strange that I worried so much. Even I thought, whatever. Message from Komiko. Stop walking and pull out my phone.
いいこと思いついたよ。
Oh, it's the office lady.
望遠鏡が買えないならさ、いっそ作っちゃえばいいんじゃない？どうや？明暗でしょう。
Can telescopes be built? Build a telescope. That's right. That's what we need to do. Have been walking. Really? Wait, you can actually build telescopes? I mean, I get it if my heart had wings and want to build a glider. Typically, those things can be built, and there's actual thing behind it. You know, there are methods behind it. I mean, I guess telescopes do have to be built, but I'm pretty sure not a lot of people sell kits for how to build them. I'm pretty sure it'll be a lot more complex. I mean, not as complex as, like, you know, learning aerodynamics and figuring out how everything works and how, you know, site engineering can work for building a glider and everything, but still. I guess they just, instead of building a glider, they're building a telescope together. I've been walking quite sluggishly, but now I hurry to go onto my bicycle. Back with all the strength and sped I could muster down the street back to the school. And this is it. Oh yeah, he lives back at school. He doesn't actually go home. I still want to learn why he doesn't go home. Oh, back to elementary school. A little bit later in the year though. Here, have a look. Turn to a black and white page at the back of the telescope book I'd borrowed from the town library.
本当だ。どれ？私も見せて。
He got inside, peered at the book. The face is closed at the shared meat bun.
望遠鏡って作れるんだ。しかも超かっけえじゃん。
He got his eyes shone, just like I thought they would.
大砲みたいだね。
Sai looked at the black and white photo in the book, her arboreal eyes as big as saucers. All drawn in by the throwaway page at the back of the book on DIY telescopes. Kotori looked at us with big, lonely eyes, missing all the attention.
作ろう、私たちも。きっと三日月天文クラブの秘密兵器になるよ、これ。
You're right.
こんな大きなもの、私たちに作れるのかな。大丈夫、大丈夫。なんとかなるって。
Should I head to the library to see if they have another DIY books? So you can actually do it yourself. Interesting.
望遠鏡作る？
Yeah. But Hime and the others looked at the document laid out on the desk. You can't buy one. It'd be better to build one.
会長？
But Hime was silent. Her eyes shone like the stars.
作りましょう。私たちの望遠鏡。
Well, she's on board. She said with excitement as she brought her hands together. It seemed like she was rather pleased with the idea. It's good. Nariko watched us all curiously before timidly raising a question.
望遠鏡を作るってどういうことですか？
It would mean just that. Build it with our own hands, this telescope. This is a Dobsonian telescope. Dobsonian. Noriko from Amahai had come all the way to Meiko Academy just to hear my proposal. However, she gave a confused face as if to say, who is that when I brought up the Dobsonian? You see, Dobsonian is when observing faint-celestial bodies, you need a telescope with large objective diameter that can collect a lot of light. But generally speaking, those kinds of telescopes are quite expensive. Even though we had some trouble with our budget at the last meeting, a large-scale telescope would require a budget several times larger. And since the lens needs to be large, it makes more work takes more work to move around, which means many will put in a more permanent location. That's why large-scale telescopes have always been out of reach for amateur astronomers. Came to Dobsonian telescope. Virtually no money, people were able to build their own light and easy to carry large objective diameter telescope. Because they're handmade, this is an unavoidable drop in precision that is quite essential to astronomy, though there is unavoidable. I'm not sure how the experts feel about it, but for an amateur enjoying themselves, this isn't a big deal. I want to check this out now. Dude, I'm actually on board. I want to see what this is all about. The Sony Telescope DIY. Let me check on some of the images they got here. I want to see what this is all about. Whoa, okay, actually, whoa. Interesting. Really interesting. Okay, that's actually quite interesting. Not gonna lie. That's actually, let me find like a really good picture here. I'm actually looking up on Google Images, I'm not even kidding you. This is interesting, like I'm actually learning things about a world that I never knew about beforehand. This is rather interesting. Okay, let's see, what's a good picture? That seems like a pretty solid picture. I could probably pull that up real quick. There we go. I got a picture right here of somebody building a Dobsonian telescope at home. This is like a DIY thing you could do. Huh. That is really fascinating. I'm not gonna lie. That's legitimately fascinating. I had no idea this was an actual thing. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm more than intrigued. They want to observe the deep sky objects that are impossible to see with small objective diameters, but they don't have the funds or location for such a huge telescope. That's why they have those handmade telescopes for hobbyists. By the way, the name comes from the person who popularized the design, John Dobson. Most are Newtonian type reflecting scopes, but the material for them can be found in local home improvement stores, so you don't have to worry about any special equipment. After saying that, I'll point to the document I laid out. Blueprints, materials, a rough estimate of costs, etc. Blueprint I got from the internet was available to the public. Skilled amateur astronomy has built Dobsonian telescopes many times over and made the blueprints available for anyone to use. In those blueprints, I picked the ones that seemed workable for us.
自分たちで作った望遠鏡で星を見る。なんて素敵な思いつきかしら。費用も大幅に抑えられていますね。
If you can get some scrap material, we could save you more money. The surrounding area was all rural, so I'm sure we could find some material if we looked.
望遠鏡を作っちゃおうだなんてすごいです。そんなことができるなんて知りませんでした。しかし、うまくいくでしょうか。簡単ではないと思うのですが。
Well, that is...
そんなことは問題ではないわ。
Rahimi said confidently.
天文学の父、ガリレオ・ガリレイが初めて夜空へ向けた望遠鏡は自作したものでした。その後、多くの天文家たちが望遠鏡を自作改良し、星空へとそれを向けてきた。自分たちの手で望遠鏡を作り、星を望む行為は偉大な先人の足跡をたどる旅でもあるのです。
Also, making the most essential object to astronomy with our own hands, be able to develop an even deeper understanding. I think there's much to be learned from just making one. But Himi just smiled sweetly and nodded.
もしぼんやりとしか星の見えない望遠鏡ができてしまったとしても、それでいいじゃない。自分たちで作った望遠鏡で見る星の光はきっと格別の眺めとなるはずだわ。
Haneke and Noriko both brightened enough to hear Orihime's
この
words.
計画を提案すれば、西高と諸見沢も戻ってきてくれるかもしれませんね。うんうん、きっと戻ってきてくれますよ。だってすごく楽しそうですもん。やりましょう、会長。
Seems as if they had come to a decision. Oh, by the way, I want you to take a look at the materials. Pointed to the materials section of the documents. On the entire budget sheet, there was one part that had a special marker next to the price. The main mirror.
結構しますね。うわ、高い。
Main mirror is a vital part of a reflecting telescope. Concave mirror plays the important role of gathering light in the lens tube. It takes the place of lens in a refracting telescope, the type of telescope most people think of binoculars. Precision and higher image quality would depend on the mirror used to build the telescope. Could also create our own main mirror, would need glass in order to do that. Research the price of glass. Go with the Japanese maker. Quality is nice, but the price is very high. If we go with a maker from overseas, it's cheaper, but there are also some downsides, like consistencies and quality, that it could take months from time order until the time we receive it. I wasn't sure about the details, but that was the information I found on websites. With an overseas maker, that was a problem, it might get really troublesome. Also, it took months to get there, but he might have already graduated by then, if it took months.
安全に行くなら既製品か。さもなくば国内メーカーから材料のガラスを仕入れるのが良さそうですね。けど、それだと結構かかっちゃいますよね。そうなるとまた前みたいに。
That's true. Might be able to do something about it.
どうにかとは?
I think I know of a place with some glass we could use as material. Can't make any guarantees on the quality, but... Oh, and I have one request. Could you guys give the contact info for Hikari from Amahai?
ほうきぼしさんの?
Even though we were already acquaintances since we were childhood friends, still felt uneasy about asking for another girl's contact information.
吉岡? はい。
Hanako took out some kind of paper.
これをどうぞ。新しい名簿です。
Unless it was Hikari's name, contact information. Thanks a lot.
いいえ、助かったのは私たちの方だわ。
What Himi said as she grasped my hand. It was, nothing.
前回の官房会でも助けていただいたわ。本当に、なんとお礼を言ってよいのやら。はい、すごいですよね、空見くん。まだ1年生なのに。
Three older girls gazed at me proudly. The most beautiful out of the group was currently holding my hand in her own. Well, I know which one he's gonna be going after, or which one is gonna be available for routes. Is she gonna be one of the route girls? I think. I mean, she's kind of cute. Not gonna lie. Norika as well is kind of cute as well. Kind of cute as well. Her hands were so soft that I started to think about how nice it would be to sleep wrapped in the warmth. Interesting wording there. Anyway, just let me know if you come across any material we could use for the mirror. I wanted to shake off Horihime's hand to hide my own shyness, but didn't want to waste this moment. I stayed put, fully aware of how hot my face felt. Just bask in the soft hands, I guess. As weird as it is to say. I'm sure they have already friends over me since I'm younger than they are. Sometimes... Wait, did I miss anything out? Nope. Sometimes I just don't know what to think of Horihime and any other attitudes towards me. At least I got my hands on Hikari's contact info. Let's see... BM shop... Nope, it looks like... I'm trying to see if maybe I could like recognize any references from If My Heart Had Wings, but I can't recognize anything right now. Stopped my bike and pulled out the list I got from Honoka. Hikari's current contact info was written there. I had a phone number, email address, plus the ID for a chat application that always used. As I thought about the best way to reach her, I went over some messages I had sent to Saya. Hey, do you remember the time we built a telescope?
あったね。
Do you remember what we did what we did with the thing we used for the reflector?
エンシェントイビルアイのこと?
Really? Yeah, that one.
さあ、どこやったっけ? 私持ってないよ、あんな大きなの。
I don't have it either. Did we trash it maybe?
多分、光なら知ってると思うよ。
The Ancient One's evil eye. He could have found it back when we had tried to make our own Dapsonian. She's probably thrown it out by now. Maybe it's best not to even ask. And he remembered his face. Well, it seems like there's some expectations, so I might as well just do it. Oh, but before that, I better thank Komako. Komako was the one who gave me the Dapsonian telescope idea. Thanks for the idea, Komako. 6-star club might be okay after all. Thanks a lot for your help. Should probably use this momentum to talk to Hikari too. Register Hikari's phone number and mail address to the address book in my smartphone. Then open up the chat application to register her ID. Most people use this app to communicate these days. Thought this would be the easiest way to communicate with her. She obviously felt the same way since she had the ID. What the? Searched using the ID, but only one user was displayed. Komako. Now how would Komako be displayed? Thought I made a mistake when putting in her ID, so I tried searching again. Komako. That name appeared again. What in the world is going on? Couldn't understand it. Does this mean that Hikari was using the same username? Compare the ID I had received from Honoka with Komako's ID. Komako820. Komako820. They were the same. Also, I recalled seeing this number before. Isn't this Hikari's birthday? Always thought they were just a random collection of digits, so never thought much about it. Wait a minute, wait. So wait, then Hikari was Komako the whole time? The office lady? Oh, the office lady? Why did Hikari say that she was some office lady? What? Excuse me? The hell? What the hell's going on? Komako's ID and Hikari's ID were the same?
ほんと？よかったじゃん。応援してるからさ。頑張ってね。
Komako's reply arrived with perfect timing. But with the seed of doubt planted, I couldn't help but be suspicious of words. By the way, I was hoping you could help me with one more thing.
なになに？どんとこいだよ。
Do you know where the Ancient One's evil eye is? Nothing. She read the message, but she's not responding. The message sent was already marked as read. Usually quick to respond, Komako remained silent. I wondered if she was scared away by that painful memory of the Ancient One's evil eye. Or she might just be in the middle of frying some tempura. Otherwise. Is this really Hikari? Despite my age, I had my fair share of experience, but every now and again, even I was caught by surprise. I was pretty surprised that I went to Hikari at that abandoned train station too, but the situation was quadruple the level of stupefaction. I felt like the world has been turned over. I was sure that this was how ancient people had felt when they saw the first total solar eclipse. I'm just gonna go to work. Or I'm back to work, still dumbfounded. I would probably be pretty weirded out too, not gonna lie.
OL の正体が光だった？
I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I had similar situation back in high school like that. Not the same one, but it's pretty sure it was some girl pretend to be a completely other person trying to aim me like some sort of application app. I forgot what it was. It was some sort of app that we used back in the day. Damn it, I don't remember. Anyway, this is really weird.
悪い。意味がさっぱりわからん。光がどっかに就職してたってことか？
No, it just means that Hikari was pretending to be the office lady Komako. Just RPing, really?
なんで？だってその OL とはネットで知り合ったんだろ？
Yeah. I didn't mean Komako on the net. It was on the message board of a certain astronomy website. That's where I found a certain piece of astrophotography. The photo had been uploaded about a year ago. The big dumpling is what the comment of the photo had said. Maybe they were trying to say dipper. Amateur had taken the photo and seemed to have added the photo for fun. No one had responded. So I decided to write something. That's a nice photo. Original constellation. A few days later, a response was posted. Thanks reply. It's an original constellation I made a long time ago. We exchanged messages a few times until one day I received an email. I was naive enough to put my email address on the message board.
今都会の方に住んでて全然星が見えないの。退屈しのぎに星の
Sorry. I come back to the scene.
今都会の方に住んでて全然星が見えないの。退屈しのぎに星の話に付き合ってもらえると嬉しいな。
My bad. Sometimes they just stop and I don't know if they're gonna continue or not. That was 2 months ago. Since then, I've been exchanging messages with the office lady Komako. Not Hikari. Back when we were kids, we couldn't remember the names of any constellations except for the most famous ones. So we just connect a bunch of random stars and make our own. One of those was the Big Dumpling. Takechi looked at me with a face that said, of course Hikari would use a name like that.
アキトはそれを偶然見つけて掲示板にレスを書いたわけか。
I didn't think that Hikari would have uploaded it. Besides, she said she was an office lady from the city. Just believed that other people had the same idea as Hikari and I, and thought nothing of it, just kept exchanging messages with Komako.
そしたらやっぱり光だったと。
Yeah, it appears that way. Do you know where the Ancient One's evil eye is? Didn't get another message after that message was read. I thought for a second it might just be a coincidence, but after going over the facts and seeing how I've yet to receive a message, I was about 99% sure that I was right.
なんとまあ、年下の男を誘惑したがってる OL なんてそうそういないってこったな。
With those words, Takeichi shattered my dreams. I really didn't think she was an older woman.
気持ちはわかる。切ないよな。憧れの相手が幻だったなんて。
Excuse me? I shook my head weakly. No, that's not it. Talked about stuff. From real lame confession to serious advice about life. Said as I showed Takeichi the chat log I had with Komako. I'd like your advice about something.
なになに言ってごらん。
What's the age limit for a guy who's uninitiated?
なんて読むのそれ。
Like a virgin.
童貞ね。
Oh, wow. Komako?
今ちょっとググってる。
5 minutes later.
いいんじゃないかな。何歳だって。結婚するまで守ってこそ紳士だよ。
お前さ、バカだろ。
I know, but at the time I was really worried about it. Around the end of summer vacation, a bunch of guys in our class started exchanging information, who they had and who they hadn't given up on. I'd sat through the entire thing with a rather bored expression on my face, but inside I had been shaking. It's normal for guys our age to worry about stuff like that.
こんなのが他にもあると。
I nodded, my expression grave. Before I knew it, I brought up my dark past. So Hikari had all the information in the palm of her hand.
待てよ。じゃああの胸の谷間は
Yeah. Chest belonged to Hikari. Oh, well then. Haven't seen a childhood friend for a while. Get a cleave. Get a cleavage shot right there. She was quite big. Oh wow. She had gotten taller. She also gotten bigger than too. So that means this selfie really is Hikari's cleavage. As Takeichi leaned over to peek at the screen, I quickly covered it.
なんで隠すんだよ。
Belongs to me. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! This is extra funny because I used to be like that in high school sometimes. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh god! This is too relatable. This is way too relatable.
んだよそれ。ケチ。
Anyway, back to work. Turn back to my work. Suddenly feeling a bit more at ease. Oh my god. This is great. This is great, y'all.